Okay, so we're in Chapter 9 of Final Fantasy XIII here. We're in the Palamecia, about halfway through the chapter, I think. And what we're going to do is we're going to get some money and a lot of CP on the way. Okay, so what you're going to do is you need the Aggression Paradigm, 2 Commanders, 1 Ravager. If you ever need to heal, just switch to Combat Clinic. So Fang is a Sentinel and you have 2 Medics to heal. We're just going to engage here. Now these guys are pretty difficult with no Crystarium upgrades at this stage, no maxed out Crystarium at this stage. So what I recommend is going 2 Ravagers, 1 Commander until you max out your Crystarium, and then get a few upgrades for your weapons and accessories, and these guys should be no problem. Now in this battle you have 2 Raiders and 2 Infiltrators. The Raiders tend to guard a lot, and you'll do about 10 to 20% of your original damage. And so they persist on living for quite a while. So they're a little annoying to deal with at first, and still are. Now the whole point of this is that after every battle, of course, you get CP. You get 512 CP, and they drop 2 items, credit chips and incentive chips. The credit chips sell for 500 gil each, and the incentive chips sell for 2,500 gil each. Now the thing about these 2 items is that the credit chips are more commonly dropped and the incentive chips are more of a rare drop, so if you're not getting incentive chips every battle, then don't be surprised. This is the second battle out of the 2 that we're going to run back and forth through, and this is a battle that you'll occasionally get a preemptive strike on. The special thing about that battle is that there is a Huntress, and the Huntress always buffs herself with Bravery, Protect, Shell, and Haste at the beginning of every battle, so she's a little difficult to deal with too. Now you may see on the minimap that there are 2 battles available aside from the 2 that we just fought, but they only have 3 enemies in them, and because of that there's going to be less of a chance of items dropping. And as well, the battles consist of a unit or enemy composition that is a little bit annoying to deal with. As such, one battle is 2 Huntresses, there's 2 Huntresses in it, and the other battle has 2 Raiders and 1 Huntress. So you have a bunch of guys that guard occasionally, and then 1 person that has Protect on the whole battle. So after you do this for a little while, you'll have enough incentive chips and credit chips to sell and upgrade your stuff. So I'm going to skip ahead a little bit. And before we upgrade, I want to show you one way to respawn the enemies. All you have to do is run down this hall here, and on the minimap you should see the bubbles respawn for an instant before you turn around. So all you have to do is run down the hall and the enemies will respawn. So there's none of that save and reload your game business. Now on to upgrading. We're going to go to the shop and pick any store you want, which is selling, and they sell for equal amounts at every store. So it's all your credit chips and all your incentive chips. So I'd say you should want about 10 to 12 incentive chips if you want to upgrade a tier 1 weapon or accessory to max. We're going to purchase 36 of Vibrant Ooze to get that 3 times bonus for upgrading. And then you want to pick any component in Lenora's garage that's worth 840 gil and buy as much of it as you can. You want to upgrade and pick any weapon or accessory that you want to upgrade. Now, I think I am going to pick the Pearl Wing Staff. Now this already has a 2 times bonus on it, but you want to get 36 to get from 0 bonus to 3 times bonus. And then after that, you just want to add on all those expensive components at the same time, and look at that, level 9 right to star. Now from there, you have access to a store called the Mother Lode, in which case you can buy parts for you to upgrade tier 1 weapons to tier 2 weapons. And here's the map. So as you can see, all you have to do is run up the hall, turn right on the big hall, run a little bit down, and then you can turn around again. And that is the other direction to respawn enemies. And there you go. There's Chapter 9, Training and Money.